Ooh, would I get copyrighted if I show this? I don't care. Hey guys, I'm back with another video. I guess I don't know what to I don't know really what to title this, but I just needed to just get some things off my chest because it's one of those days where I just want to talk myself into exhaustion. And I'm currently making my bed, so I'm trying to get a good recording position for this. But anyways, I was currently talking to myself about how I fear healthy relationships because I don't know, like, it's just something that I think that's just so scary is that I just don't know what happens in a good relationship because I've been exposed to not healthy ways in expressing love and not very good ones, especially in my own family, that I was never taught on how real love should be like. And so I'm stuck in this loophole of wanting genuine love, but at the same time fearing negative things about love, or what I believe or I perceive that is negative about love, such as physical intimacy, like, will you love me tomorrow? Just things that really haunt somebody in the night about whether or not they're actually worthy of love. Because I have been single for my entire 15 years on this world, and I have craved love since the beginning of 2020 when I was 10 years old. And it was a really heavy topic on me where I just needed to just talk to myself about why, when, where, how, and when, and why. All the questions that I just don't know the answers to. And it's just so hurtful that I don't know how I'm going to act in my first relationship because I want to feel like I have the one right standing in front of me. But at the same time, there's another part of me saying that I just want to go around and just date, other people and just see what my options are and just, play the field. But at the same time, I fear other people and I get scared about other people because I'm scared about one single negative thought about me, and then that will ruin my whole self-esteem, and it will hurt me relentlessly because I won't know what the other person thinks about me until it's told it to me, or I downgrade myself into thinking that's how they'll always think about me forever. And then there's this other part of me that's feared physical intimacy because there's just so many things, like, I don't know, well, not many things, just certain things, like being exposed to sexual content at a young age just really fucked up my head on how I perceive love nowadays. And me being hypersexual and fearing sex at the same time is who I am, and it's really gotten into me now that mostly it's because I let myself downgrade on porn so much that I've gone to a loophole of myself blaming myself for not doing good enough and not quitting, and then I go into this research phase where I study about how to stop addictions, how to avoid porn, how to control sexual urges, and just a whole bunch of shit that I just completely wear down myself into believing that I will never be able to control this. Is like, and then there's this other part of me saying that like this was meant to happen in my life because I'm very spiritual and I believe that everything in our life happens for a reason and has a reason to exist. And I just put too much pressure on myself into thinking that I have to be this utmost beautiful person that I could ever be, which I wholeheartedly want to. I do. But it just, like, how do I describe it? It's a type of feeling where, like, you're not, what's that word I learned? Like the feeling of you being obligated to do that when you want it, but it's like someone else pointing a finger at you saying that you're obligated to do it. And it makes you feel like you don't want to do it anymore because you feel like now you have to do it for the for an external motivation instead of internal motivation. Because I like it when I'm intrinsically motivated. I'm not sure if I said the right term, but anybody who's studying psychology, please tell me. But I want to be intrinsically motivated. Like, I want to feel motivated from the inside and knowing that I want this for myself and I choose to commit to myself to that. But when I tell myself saying that I have to do this, I have to fully envelope myself into this habit and lifestyle and just other things I told myself to say that I have to do this, I have to do this. If I won't, I will never be successful, I'll never be enough. And it's just hurtful for me because it's just like I don't want to feel like I'm obligated to do this and that I'm already have it in my life and that I'm just working myself up to it because I chose to do it and I wanted to do it. And it's just never-ending cycle of seeing if I'll ever find love or just be successful in life in general, if I'll ever be something. I just don't know. It's very, very heavy on me because there are days where I'll just think about how I'll be when I grow up and just, I'll just picture it so vividly in my head. Like, I'm a person working at just a 9-to-5 day job, and then I see couples walking by me just seeming so happy and I look at myself and just say, why am I not them? And I then go home in my apartment all alone in a single apartment with nobody, and then I make myself a meal and then I just eat there alone and that's the part where like I start to tear up in that vision and in reality and so I actually like start to get a tightness in my chest and I start to tear up and then I go to my room and then I press play and then I continue to dream this life that I'll just never be committed to somebody and I'm just alone forever and I just won't have anybody by my side. And then I cry myself to sleep and it's just not a good feeling. And then there's this other times where like I'll go where I control my urges, and then I look at attractive people online and just compare myself to them because I feel like I don't have what they have, because I'm trying to get a better image of myself. I'm trying to look more better than I am yesterday, and it's just seeing that those people already have those things already just makes me feel like I can't be that because it's something that they got and I don't have that. And it's just a never-ending comparison cycle of feeling like I'll never get that. They have what I want and they just got it easy. Like, I don't put enough effort into wanting those things, and then I don't do the things that help me achieve that goal, because I feel like if I do the things, then I'll just have this constant reminder in my head, just playing those memories of just being so like low that it just dismotivates me from doing it. But then when I'm not doing it, I'm just repeating those same memories and just downgrading on myself, thinking that saying that I'm not gonna be good enough, that since I'm not putting effort, I'll never get it. And it's just hurtful for me because I don't know how to just continue and just move on when you just have so many environmental factors just affecting you day to day, that it just feels like you having to push a boulder and carry another boulder on your back. And it's just a constant push and pull, and just deciding on and just seeing what today brings. If you'll be able to get a step forward or step backward. It's just so exhausting because I should be in a point of my life where I need to start focusing on my studies and on my school, because I'm now entering junior year, and that's when I turned 16, and that's when I need to start building applications, upgrading my resume, looking for jobs, and just the whole knockout, basically, of that period in high school. And I told myself on what that stage is called. I call it the start of adulthood, because people usually say that adulthood starts when you're like 18 or when you're in your 20s, but in reality, I feel like adulthood starts when you're 16, because that's when you start looking for jobs. That's when you're the legal age to get a driver's license and a job, basically. So that's why I told myself that that's the start of actual adulthood. And knowing that I'm 15, that's just a couple months away. And it's gonna be a burden that I'm gonna have to carry on through my life. And I don't know how I'm gonna be able to get through it, because I'm still a small child, and it's hurtful for me because I have such like childish, I don't know, like I view myself as a teenager body with who behaves like a child, has the mind of an elder, and acts like an adult. No, not acts, but like, I don't know. And to just know that that's the phase of my life that I'm gonna have to put behind all my childhood years and to start being an adult, it's just sad because of all the memories I've had of childhood are no longer going to be effective in my adult years. And I don't want to commit to that life of job hunting and earning money and learning how to drive, and because my mom recently got me a book on driving and the Texas handbook, and it's just a whole complicated system of like driver's license and how to apply and different knowledge of driving, and it's too much. I don't know. And then that driving test, I have to take a knowledge test. And if I don't pass that knowledge test, I will have to take a written test, which I don't want to do. And then there's the driving test where I have to learn how to do different things in the car. And as a person who has like a small reaction time and short attention span, I feel like, I don't know, that I'm not going to ace in particular parts of that test that I feel like I just won't get the driver's license in this time of my life. It's just hard out here. It's just, I don't know. I really don't know on how to handle this. And I saw this video saying that your parents also don't know how to protect you and what's for life because they only had one life here in this time with you. So they really can't prepare you for everything, but only for what they've seen and experienced. But it is our job to go out into the world and see how far we can go. But I do believe that help is always there when you need it. Well, that felt good. Thank you for watching, everybody. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I post videos like this and other things on this channel. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.